Our next company comes to us from a little bit south of Erie, outside of Erie County. They're in Grove City, and they're currently students or are about to be graduates of Grove City College. Cameron Suorsa and Eric Dudgeon of sidekickk. Gents, take it away.
Good afternoon. My name is Cameron Suorsa, and I'd like to start off by telling you a story about a new podcaster. Meet Katarina. Katarina recently decided to start a podcast because she loves exotic animals. Working full-time at the local zoo, she loves sharing her passion for animals with others. Her friends encouraged her to give podcasting a try, but it wasn't always as easy as they made it seem. As a new podcaster, Katarina had to wear multiple hats. She was the host, the producer, and the marketer for her show. She couldn't afford to hire anyone else for these jobs, and so each week it got harder and harder to get everything done on time for the weekly episode. This process was time-consuming, expensive, and overwhelming, and she wasn't sure how much longer she could keep it up. And Katarina is not alone. There are currently 1.5 million active podcasts today, and 900,000 of them were started in 2020 alone. But the sad truth is that over half of these new shows won't even make it past the 7th episode. This should tell you there's something terribly wrong with the way we've been podcasting, and that it's time for a change. Introducing sidekickk, the platform that gives podcasters superpowers. sidekickk streamlines this podcaster workflow and enables podcasters to collaborate with their team on episodes, to manage tasks and automate the repetitive ones, and to discover experts within our marketplace who can help them grow their show, all saving the podcaster time and money. This is the traditional podcaster workflow. It's complicated, right? sidekickk turns it into a linear process, making it easy for podcasters to schedule with their guests, to use integrated recording and editing tools, import it back into our platform to create marketing pieces like audiograms and subtitled videos, and automatically generated transcripts and social media graphics. These can be used to create draft posts that can be scheduled and reviewed and approved by a team member. Then, when the episode day rolls around, everything can get distributed. Traditionally, podcasters have had to pick between either doing everything themselves and all of these activities, or paying hundreds of dollars an episode to outsource everything. sidekickk bridges this divide, making it easy for both podcaster and service provider, so they can save time and money and enabling them to grow. One of the podcast industry experts we spoke with told us that this process he currently lives with is a nightmare, and that he begged us to please do something to streamline this process for him. Our revenue model is twofold: subscriptions and commissions. Podcasters can pick a plan that fits with their posting schedule of number of episodes a month, and each subscription includes all of our platform's features, and every podcaster starts out with a free 1-month trial to try everything. Then they can discover experts within our marketplace, the agencies and freelancers who are providing services, where there's a 10% commission on the sale. In 2021, we'll be focusing on developing our platform. We'll be using our core team and outsourcing the development for API work. By the end of the year, we'll be onboarding users into this public beta, and we will have some revenue, but we'll experience a little bit of a net loss during this time. But we make up for it in 2022, when we start growing at a rate of 200 new trials a month, and we're able to bring on a lead developer along with 6 other employees. In 2023, we're growing at a rate of 500 new trials per month, and we're able to grow to $3.6 million in revenue. To go to market, we'll be launching our own podcast, and we'll be doing traditional content marketing as well as paid advertising. We'll be focusing on developing strategic partnerships within the podcast industry, and we've developed a plan to keep and grow our users, including a strong referral program. Our team started out in 2020 when I helped a podcaster launch their first show. And after doing that, I realized that there was a problem here. And so I brought Eric Dudgeon on to help me launch this agency. And working on episodes week in and week out, we connected with the pains. And this is where sidekickk was born. And we started growing our team. And we were accepted into 2 pre-incubator programs where we've been working to develop our business model and developing this MVP to prepare for the beta testing. Your use of funds can help us accelerate this process, with phase 1 of development being focused on what's needed for the private beta, and phase 2, what's needed for the public beta. We'll also be devoting 10% of the budget towards launching our own podcast and doing content marketing. Join us in our mission to make podcasting easy for everyone and give podcasters superpowers. And contact us if you want to be one of them. Thank you.
Great. Cameron, thank you so much. If you'll take down your slide, we'll start our judges' questionings with Armando Reyes.
Yeah. So my first question is, are you guys like a one-stop shop for a podcaster? So can I open up your platform, record my episode, and then from there have everything done? Or do I still need to upload my audio from another point? Like, are you just a complete one-stop shop?
So initially, not yet. Initially with this MVP, we're starting off by centralizing the process and connecting tools that podcasters use. But from this starting point, by integrating recording tools, our hope is to actually make it so that we can automatically pull from the popular recording tools, so that when you record with them, that content can come right into the platform and be integrated. And when it comes to the other side of actually producing content, doing the work, you can either use your own team or find experts to help you perform the work.
Great. Thank you, Cameron. Brad Gleason.
Thank you, Cameron. You speak very clearly and a nice job. My question to you is more about recruitment of sales. Are you going after the experienced or frustrated podcaster, or do you have a training component built in anywhere for the amateur who wants to get into podcasting?
Definitely. So initially, it is focused a lot on podcasters that have already started a show. We find that it's easier for someone who has already launched the show to connect with these pains. But as we grow, we'd like to expand more to the new podcaster. And when doing so, really looking at how we can provide coaching at a free level, so that when somebody's starting up, they can get some guidance before they're able to afford maybe paid coaching. And from the MVP, we can start doing that by just producing content within our blog and our social media channels.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cameron. And Brad, once again, everyone in the TechCelerator program and Ben Franklin in general appreciates the support of Gannon and the Erie Technology Incubator and everything that you've done. So thank you very much. Let's move on to Megan McKisson, general partner with McKisson and Company.
Hey guys, great presentation, and yeah, super needed in the marketplace. My only question was, are you being realistic about the cost in a B2C space on social media? % of your work's going towards marketing cost? And yeah, is that realistic, honestly? I mean, in terms of a social media marketing?
Yeah. So initially, we have accounted for a 50-cent per click cost, and we accounted for a 3% conversion on that, and that goes into our free trials. And so from the free trial, there's a 30% conversion, which means that with the advertising we'd be doing, there'd be a 1% conversion on the dollars we're spending. Where we see the best conversion in the long run is with referrals. And our plan with referrals is to offer podcasters that bring on a new paid subscriber a free episode. And so by doing that, the cost to us is very low, but it has high value to a podcaster who's doing content and has all of these connections with other podcasters.
Great.
I have a referral for you, by the way.
Love it.
Oh, good. we'll get you guys connected after. Thank you, Megan. Next up is our multiple exited serial tech entrepreneur, Sean Michaels from Erie. Sean?
Wow, what an intro. Hey, Cameron. Yeah, I like the name Sidekick. That's pretty cool. My question is also cost related. It looks like you don't have a ton of money in the forecast for developing the MVP. Any worries that there could be cost overruns there as you get into the features and stuff?
There's a chance that that could be the case. We have allocated launching this initial MVP on a low-code platform. And so the development that we're needing is primarily around the API connections that are being integrated. And so we have consulted our development advisor, and he believes that within the $12,000 budget, we should be able to bring a product to market that can be revenue generating and get us off the ground.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Great. Thank you, Sean. And finally, the superstar raising the next generation of entrepreneurs down in Hermitage, Lisa Evans. Questions for Sidekick.
Yeah, we actually have a podcast studio in our building and my students make podcasts. So this interests me a lot. But my question was, are you specifically targeting like who your customer is? Because the people with running podcasts kind of have this set up already. You know, the people that come to use our podcast room that have a following and have a podcast running, they kind of do it. And then the ones who are just starting podcasts have zero money to pay. So they're using, you know, GarageBand and then Google Podcast or the Sprout one that's free. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly who your target customer would be with the ability to pay and need your services. Could you kind of clear that up a little bit?
Absolutely. So our initial target would be the small business owner, the solopreneur, the people that either are trying to do everything themselves or want to be able to outsource some work, but have found some difficulty in that. By empowering podcasters with automations, we enabled them to lower that cost. It was one of the things Eric and I had seen working with podcasters over the past year, that it's difficult because when somebody starts a podcast, they don't have a big budget, but they do have a lot of need and a lack in the initial knowledge and skills of doing a podcast. And so by creating a place for podcasters that they can get started and grow, that's what we're aiming to do. And long-term, we would love to be able to create some type of freemium model to compete for that full length.
Great. Thank you, Cameron. And our judges, if you'll go about your scoring and putting your thoughts and notes inside of the digital score sheet, we will get ready for our next company, which is the 6th and final of the cohort here in the virtual TechCelerator Northwest PA. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, I'd like to share it back with the president and CEO of Ben Franklin Technology Partners, Central and Northern Pennsylvania. Steve Brawley, it's all yours.
Good afternoon again, everybody. Great job. It was fantastic watching you all today. I think every one of your business opportunities sounds like a real winner. And I absolutely encourage you to just keep pushing forward and let us know how we can help in that path. You know, it shows that innovation and entrepreneurship is alive and well in Northwest PA. So if anybody ever says, oh, you have to be on one of the coasts or have to be in a big city to do this kind of stuff, they're 100% wrong. It is, you would never get community support like is evidenced in Northwest PA. So congratulations on being in such a supportive community. And to that community, I challenge you and say, look, it's all of our jobs to lift all of these companies forward and do everything we can to make introductions, to help find funding, to pick them up when they're down. Together, we can really make a difference in the trajectory of these businesses. That said, there is one winner today, and it gives me great pleasure to announce the Northwest TechCelerator winner of $10,000 is sidekickk. Congrats, Cameron, Eric, Meredith, and Jonathan.
Congratulations, Eric and Cameron. Are you out there, or have you fallen
We
off?
are.
What
Thank you
words
so
do you
much.
What words do you have for everybody?
We are fairly speechless. It has been, well, I know whenever we started working on sidekickk, we originally were starting out with an agency, and to go into this idea for a software as a service and to make so much progress over the past few months, it's definitely helped having the TechCelerator program take us through this journey of customer discovery and week in and week out doing pitches and making progress on it. And yeah, anything you want to add, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a real ride these past 10 weeks, a lot of time commitment, being full-time students too, it was a lot to take on, but we're really glad we did it. And yeah, and it pays off. The hard work pays off.
Awesome. Gents, we of course will be in touch, and as well, Michelle, we have some money coming your way. So congratulations. As we mentioned, you're all part of the family. I will be reaching out to everyone to offer ongoing support and how we can help move your ideas forward. Thank you for honoring us with your effort and participating in the Ben Franklin Technology Partners Virtual TechCelerator program.